Hello again, everybody. Chris Godfrey here. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most popular country songs in the nation as they're ranked each week by MediaBase 24/7 for the chart week of March 23rd, 2024. Got two debuts this week by two newcomers. But before we get started, let's take a look back at last week's top three. At number three was Truck Bed by Hardy. Number two was Mama's House by Thomas Rhett and Morgan Wallen. And the number one song last week was I Can Feel It by Kane Brown. Now, where will Kane be at on this week's countdown? We're going to find out 39 hits from now. First, we'll get started with a newcomer from the state of Washington. It's Zach Top, as he debuts with his first single at number 40 called Sounds Like the Radio. And for a second week, at number 39, the latest hit by Dan and Shay. It's called Bigger Houses. And here's our second debut this week, another newcomer is from Illinois. His name is Drew Baldridge, as he debuts at number 38 this week with She's Somebody's Daughter. All right, with two debuts, we say goodbye to two droppers. Falling out this week are Creek Will Rise and Where the Wild Things Are. On with the countdown, it's Dustin Lynch and Jelly Rolls. They slip a notch to number 37 with Chevrolet. And moving up two spots to number 36, second week on, here's Nate Smith with Bulletproof. Dropping back one to number 35, here's Brett Young with Dance With You. Leaping three spots to number 34 is Tim McGraw with One Bad Habit. And here's the fastest climbing song of the week, up 7 spots to 33, Beyonce with Texas Hold'em. Inching up 1 to number 32, it's Justin Moore with This Is My Dirt. And leaping 4 spots to number 31, it's Parmalee with Gonna Love You. In their 10th week in the countdown, they move up 2 to number 30, John Party and Luke Bryan with Cowboys and Plowboys. Easing up 1 to number 29, it's Dylan Carmichael with Drinking Problems. Up 3 spots to number 28, Garth Brooks and Ronnie Dunn with Rodeo Man. Moving up 2 to number 27, it's Chris Young with Young Love and Saturday Nights. Up 2 to number 26, 20th week on the chart, here's Chase Matthew with Love You Again. Up 2 spots to number 25, it's Brian Martin with We Ride. Up 2 spots to number 24, it's Jason Aldean and Let Your Boys Be Country. Easing up 1 to number 23, Old Dominion and Megan Maroney with Can't Break Up Now. And moving up 3 spots to number 22, once again, it's Megan Maroney with I'm Not Pretty. And easing up 1 to number 21, her 30th week on the chart, Carrie Underwood with Out of That Truck. In just his 8th week in the countdown, he's up 1 to number 20. It's Jelly Roll with Halfway to Hell. Holding steady at number 19, it's Carly Pearce and Chris Stapleton with We Don't Fight Anymore. Leaping 2 spots to number 18, it's Ashley Cook with Your Place. Inching up 1 to number 17, it's Bailey Zimmerman with Where It Ends. Holding steady at number 16, it's Jackson Dean with Fearless, The Echo. Up 2 spots to 15, it's Kenny Chesney with Take Her Home. Dropping back 2 spots from 12 to number 14, it's Tyler Hubbard with Back Then, Right Now. Also dropping back 2 spots from 11 to number 13, it's Lainey Wilson with Wildflowers and Wild Horses. Inching up 1 to number 12 this week, 23rd week on the countdown, it's Jordan Davis with Tucson Too Late. And dropping back 1 from number 10 to 11 this week, it's Scotty McCreery with Cab in a Solo. Right, leaping 4 spots into the top 10 this week, here's Sam Hunt at number 10 with Outskirts. Here's last week's number 1, down to number 9 this week, Kane Brown with I Can Feel It. And here's a song that was number 1 2 weeks ago. It was number 9 last week. This week, back up 1 to number 8. It's Cody Johnson with The Painter. And another former number 1, this one from Nate Smith, as he drops 2 spots down to number 7 with World on Fire. Leaping 2 spots up to number 6, here's Chase Beckham with 23. Easing down a notch to number 5 with his former number 1 hit, it's Warren Ziders with Pretty Little Poison. The number 4 song this week, up 3 spots, Parker McCollum with Burn It Down. At number 3, moving up 3 spots, Morgan Wallen and Eric Church with Man Made a Bar. The second ranked country song this week, up a notch, here's Hardy and Truck Bed. And the number 1 song in country music this week, taking 21 weeks to get here, and this becomes Thomas Rhett's 22nd number 1 hit. And I think this is the 12th number 1 for Morgan Wallen. Their song is called Mama's House. Thank you for listening. I'm Chris Godfrey. We'll see you next week.